Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing good, still staying safe. I know it's been a while, but I have a review video for you guys today. Today, we are going to review the Phoenix Watercolors Studio set. This is another watercolor pen set. And I've already opened them, swatched them, and today we are going to, I'm gonna show you how they perform. So here is the tin. It's a little dirty because I've been using them and testing them out, but it came in pristine condition. Sorry for the glare, but it is a nice blue color and it has the Phoenix All for Art logo. And here is the bottom. It has one of those nice little, thumb things where you can hold it, or I think it's your finger. You guys know what it is. So that's the outside. This comes with 48 colors. And here is the little booklet that comes inside. And it has all of the colors that comes in this set. Now this one has a nice range of browns. I love that. And all the greens are really nice. You can see here, all the greens are very nice. I love this turquoise color. It's very cool. But it has a nice range of colors. Let me bring it up close so you guys can see them all. Let me just kind of focus it here. Okay. Here's the colors. And then on the back, it just has some information about them in different languages. And then it also has the Phoenix Art website. So that's what's on the back. So this one, I've already opened them. Like I said, I've already tested them, but they come individually wrapped. You can see that there. They are very nicely wrapped. And it also has I'm trying to get it so you guys can see here. Okay, it also has the color number and the color name. This is Chinese white. I left this one closed. I don't use white that often, but I left it closed so you guys can see how they are wrapped. And here is the colors. You can see I've been testing them out. I've been testing them out on different things. And it comes with 4 little mixing things here and some more at the bottom here. And this one, you can take the whole thing out, and if you want, you can use this as a mixing area as well. So let's go ahead and put that back in here. And it's a nice heavy weight. It's not cheaply made at all. I know you can hear it clanking around. It's very, very sturdy. So I'm going to put this off to the side and I'm going to show you the swatch chart. So here's the swatches, the colors. I love this color here. And they're very pigmented. There's that turquoise color I told you guys I like. It's very cool. But they have some nice colors. Here you go. They are very nice. And so, again, there are 48 colors. And I did not use a lot of water. So, as you can see, it's very, very pigmented. So today, we are going to color a little bit of this page here. I've got my water brushes here that I'm going to use, my Kuretake water brushes, my go-to water brushes. And I have my little bottle of water. What I like to do when I'm using watercolors, I like to just spray them so that they all can activate, and I don't have to worry too much about, you know, mixing and waiting for it to work and all that stuff. And as you can see, these activate pretty quick. You can see the color. They're already, look at that. So I can just pull some of this color right off right now if I want it and just use it straight away. So today we're going to color this page I printed out. It was like a test page. I was trying to see if I can print out the pages from my Coloring Haven book, and my printer was doing some weird stuff, so it's a little off. So we're going to use this as a test page. So I thought maybe we'd start with her hat. And you guys know my favorite color is purple. So her hat, we are going to make it a nice, I'm thinking we're going to use Purple Lake. So let's see here. That's this one here, I think. Hopefully. And it's going to take some slight getting used to. You know, you're going to have to know where your colors are, because there's no way, you know, with watercolors, when they're in the pan, you can't really tell. So we're going to use this color here. And we're just going to look at that purple. I'm going to bring it close so you guys can see. But it's a nice purple, and I think I want it to be a little bit lighter than this. So I'm going to add just a little bit more. And that's the thing about watercolors. You can just add some water, just a little spurts. And then you can go with whatever color that you feel works for you. But look at this color. It's a nice purple. So let's move on to her hat. We're gonna just throw those there. Or should we do her dress first? Let's do her dress first. I'm gonna bring you guys in. You know how I do it. Okay? And so I'm just gonna lay some color down here. Oh, so I don't mess up my desk. Let me just put this down here. So look at this purple. It's a nice color. And you guys know I'm not the best at watercolor. I'm actually still learning. And I think for, you know, a beginner, you don't have to worry about mixing colors on your own. You can, but you don't have to worry about it with this set because it has a nice range of different colors. So you can just take some of this purple here, and you don't have to mix it with anything. You can just, you know, get some water and put it straight on the paper like I'm doing here. And this is not watercolor paper. This is just, what kind of paper is this? I believe it's 65-pound, just cardstock. So we're gonna add some color here and just color it in. And we're also gonna see how well it blends too, but this is just, you know, us laying down some color for now. So we just, and then where it's darkest, you can always just add some more depth to it. But we're gonna be adventurous today. We're gonna use a different purple for the shadow. So I'm just gonna lay down some more of this purple here. I'm trying to figure out if this is a skirt, a dress, or if she's like some type of mermaid witch. Not sure yet. But it could just be like a dress robe, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do all of this purple because I'm not sure. And you know, when you're not sure, you just kind of go with your best thoughts, and whatever you, sorry, I didn't realize the camera was down. Whatever you, you know, it's whatever colors you want. If you aren't sure, take a guess and just go with it. You know, you guys know I don't stress out when I color. So if I'm looking at something and I'm not sure what it is, I'll either take a break and come back to it, or I'll just say forget it and color it whatever I think color it should be. Because when you're not sure, you don't want to just, you know, lose your mind trying to figure it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna come in with some of this darker purple, and I'm gonna mix some of this, and this is gonna be our shadow color, sort of. So I'm gonna mix some dioxine violet with some of this mauve. I'm gonna mix them together so I can get a nice rich purple. I think I want to use this darker purple for her hat as well. So let me just grab some of this nice color here. Okay, and then I always have a little napkin nearby so I can just dab it off. All right, let's get some shadow colors in here. So I've been testing different you know, different supplies and things like that, because I want this year, I want to focus on, you know, using more mediums, and watercolor is one of them. And I really like this set because I don't have to mix anything together if I don't want to. And the quality, the pigment is great. I was testing this out on, I forget what page I was testing it out on. I believe it was my Worlds Within Worlds. And there was another book I was testing it out on too, but the quality is really great and the price is great. They are available on Amazon, or you can order from their site. And of course, you guys know, you know me, I'm gonna have the links down in the description for you, because some people will ask. I know a lot of you are like me, you're like, oh, a new art supply, and you just gotta try it out. You know, anybody who's trying watercolor for the first time, and you want like a good set with a lot of colors, this is another good set. We did a review on another one on my channel. This one has more colors, and here, there we go. This one has more colors, so you know, depending on which color set you like. I mean, they both have roughly the same. This one has more, and in my opinion, I think this one's a bit more pigmented. Oops, I got a little on her hair, but that's okay. We're just gonna add some of this here. And then you can see, it's not like a super, like her dress, I didn't want a like super dark purple, because I kind of want the things around her to kind of be, I want her to be the center of attention with this nice purple dress. So hopefully I can capture it correctly. And just put that on there like that. And should we add some blue? Should we be adventurous and add some blue? I think this looks really good so far, considering I don't do a lot of watercoloring. There we go. So it's coming up pretty, there's a glare because it's kind of wet. So let me lift it up here. Look at that. Not much effort at all. So I think I'm going to add, just to make the purple just a bit darker, I think I want to, let's see what it looks like when I add some, maybe some indigo. That looks fun. So let's see here. Let's see what happens when we add just a touch of indigo. Ooh. You guys know how I am with mixing colors and having things, you know, testing stuff out, because I want to, what I'm working on ultimately is to have, because I also draw in my spare time, for those of you who don't know, when I have the spare time. So I have a character that I'm working on, and I want to make some of the pages that I'm drawing into coloring pages. I'm thinking of doing that. You know, but before I put them out for coloring pages, I'll kind of want to test color them myself first, and then I will put them out for you guys to color. And I'm also going to, I want to like have a book, like an art book of my work, and I want to use watercolor. So I think this set will become my main set to, you know, add colors to my characters and things like that, because I like the color range, and they give you a lot of paint in these little squares. Like these squares, let me show you guys real quick. Let me just pull one out. Real quick. It'll get on my hands, but that's okay. They give you a lot of paint. I mean, a lot of paint. That is a lot. You know, some places it usually stops right here, but this is over the top, and this is going to last a very long time. And so I figure, if, you know, since I have so much of it, and they're very generous with the paint that they give you in these wells, so I can use that for my characters, because I know it'll last a long time. So I don't have to worry about trying to remix colors and, you know, oh, what color did I use? And oh, I'm gonna run out of this color because it, you know, wasn't a lot in there, or I don't remember which color I mixed for it, or any of that. So I think it's kind of cool that they give you a lot, because a lot of companies, well, I won't say a lot, but some companies, you know, they stop it at a certain area of the wells, and, you know, it's, there, for me, it's like, if you have a good quality product, and, you know, you you know people are going to kind of buy your product, and you have faith in your product that you are selling, you can be generous like that, because you know your product is good, and you know people are going to buy it. And for me, this is some good watercolor here. So we got our dress going pretty nice here, and I think for the dark areas, excuse me, I'm gonna go directly from with this purple, and I'm just gonna add, just to make it a little, just the dark areas. If you hear that, that is our wind. Just don't mind it. We are kind of in the middle of a little windstorm. The wind is really kicking today. Sorry about that, I guess. Okay, so just to add some more purple back into it so the purple doesn't get lost. And I'm going directly from the pen to the paper with this, and you can see how rich this purple is. It's very, very rich. You don't have to use a lot. I'm not using a lot which is another good thing about watercolors that I like. You don't have to use a lot, because if you use a lot, you know, it's kind of like you're basically wasting it because you don't need that much. So just to bring some of the purple back, we added, look at that. Okay, so now I think, let's say we do the pumpkin. Let's bring some orange in here. Or is it a jack-o'-lantern? All right, so we're gonna use, I'm thinking this cadmium orange. It's a nice orange, if that makes any sense. Yeah, this is a nice, kind of like a Halloween type orange. And I'm not even gonna take this away because I want this nice bright orange. So I'm just gonna put it down. Look at that orange. Look how nice, and I'm not the neatest watercolor either, but look at this color. And you see, I only have a little bit on the brush, and I'm just kind of dragging it across so that it can have that nice Halloween type glow to it. And then we'll layer it. But check this out. I only put a little bit down, and I was able to cover the whole pumpkin. Look at that. Or jack-o'-lantern. Y'all see that? So now, while it's still kind of wet, I'm gonna add some in this darker area here. And I'm just gonna dab it in there, just so, you know, it can look more, it has like its shadows and things like that that we need while it's still wet. This one I'm gonna add a little bit more. And you just, you know, like a pumpkin, but one with a glow. And I'm just gonna dab this in there. Look at that. Look at that. It's very pigmented for the price. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at this pumpkin. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. I'm gonna bring it up. Look at that. With just a little bit. Not a lot at all. And if we wanted, we can even come in with a little bit of red, just a touch. Let me just grab some here. And we can really get in those dark areas, make it even darker. And this is the cadmium red hue, the pale. So it's not overwhelmingly red. It's still similar to orange. So it blends right in with this pumpkin. Look at this. Okay, that's beautiful. So you see what I mean when I say that a little bit of color goes a long way. And when I'm done, I'm gonna show you how much I've used. And you know, I always show you the indentation of, you know, the paint wells and how much I've taken off. And hang on one second. How much I've taken off. And you know how sometimes when you use watercolors, and you know, the budget ones, the wells, the paint, it goes so fast, and you're like, wow, okay, you know, I'm out of paint. There's, you know, it's running low already, and I've only done, you know, so many pictures. But this is not going nowhere no time soon. So next, let's do her little black cat. And we are gonna start off with some Payne's Gray. We'll make the cat black, but we're gonna start off with some Payne's Gray because we want to build in layers. So let's get some gray in there. We'll do the cat, okay? So we're just gonna layer some gray. And it's okay if it kind of gets, you know, on the nose and things like that, because this is just a light layer. We can be more careful the next go round because we're gonna build, okay? Let me just grab a little bit more. I'm using so little, and it's better to use, I mean, to me, it's better to use a little and to have to go back and grab some than to use a lot and then you have to dab it off the paper and waste paint. So now I'm gonna grab some more Payne's Gray and I'm gonna darken it up just a bit. Just a bit. And we're gonna spread it around. And we're gonna let this dry and then we're gonna add some black. And we're gonna be careful not to get it in the eyes this time. Okay, so we'll let it dry a little bit. While that's drying, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna leave the link down in the description, but right now on Amazon, you can get this paint set. They have a 12 pan for $16 US. They have a 24 pan for $23.99 US. And then they have the 48, which is the one we have here, which is $38.99. Now, if you're not sure, you're not sold on it quite yet, then go with the 12, you know, for 16. But if you're gonna do that, you might as well go with the 24 because the 24 is $23.99. 12 more colors, why not? Just give it a shot. I mean, the colors are gorgeous. You know, it's so pigmented, you know. They're excellent with layering on top of each other. As you can see how I layered the purple and the different oranges and things like that. You know, it's, for me, it's a really good quality watercolor. And for me, I wouldn't consider this a budget watercolor. I think this is a really good artist quality, and it's labeled as artist quality, and you know, it's labeled for professional artists. So for me, this is one of those brands that, you know, they label it for professional artists and they actually mean it, and it actually shows in their product. I can't tell you how many times I have been through an art supply or something like that and they've labeled their product artist quality and it was very far from it. So this one, I would agree, it is definitely, you know, it's for beginners and professionals. Obviously, I'm not a professional. So a professional is going to be able to do a lot more with these watercolors than what I'm doing here today. You know, I do hope that I will get better because like I said, I want to create a colored art book with my characters for my story. And so to do that, you know, and I want it to have that nice watercolor effect. So to do that, I need to learn, you know, watercolors a bit more. So I will be practicing, you know, more to learn, and this is definitely going to be the set, my go-to set. You know, I have a couple of watercolor sets, and when I leave the house lately, this is the one that I grab. Mainly because it has all the colors that I need. You know, I can just grab the pan, put it in my bag, and go. I have others where I have to grab more than one pan, or if I'm worried about the colors that I'm going to have. So if I'm concerned about which colors I'm going to be using, and I'm just not sure which ones I'm going to take with me, and I don't want to waste a lot of time figuring it out, lately I just grabbed this one because it's got everything I need right there. So I'm not very good at doing black cats, but I think we captured this little buddy kind of good. Um, Hopefully we're doing him some justice. Here we go. Just add a little bit here. Okay, and so now let me just blend in this here a little bit more, just so it doesn't have that harsh watercolor line. That's another thing I'm trying to learn too, getting rid of the harsh lines that I make somehow. Okay. A lot of people say you can get rid of them just by adding water, but I like to try and blend the colors together. There's our cat. I think he turned out kind of cute. So let's see. Let's do something else on here really quick. What shall we do? I think I want to let's do the broomstick handle, because I want to experiment with some of these browns. They have a nice range of different types of browns, and I kind of want to experiment with them. So I'm gonna start off with some burnt sienna. I'm just gonna mix some of that. Let me just grab some more. And then with that, I want to add a little touch of light red, just to make it kind of a reddish brown. Let me just mix. I'm off to the side. You can't see me, but I'm off to the side mixing these colors here. All right. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna come in here and we're just gonna add some of that in there. We're gonna bring it down, and it's very, very light right now. You can use your brush to kind of soak up some of this. If you feel like you've got too much water, just wipe your brush off and then go back in with the color. But these browns like this, I created this here with just some burnt sienna and some light red. So the color mixing, you know, you can experiment. It's okay. You know, we're colorists. We already experiment with different mediums. So why not experiment with different colors and mixtures too? And if you know, you don't want to put it directly on your color page yet, then have a little piece of paper off to the side, watercolor paper or, you know, cardstock, and just test it on that before you throw it down on your page. But since this is already a tester page, we're just gonna throw it down. So I think there is, let's see, that's her arm. So I think this back here is also part of her broomstick, as well as this little piece here. And if it's not, then oh well, it looks like it. So that's what we're going with. And I'm gonna just add a little bit more here. But this is a nice, you know, shade. And then if you feel like it's too red, you can always come in with a different brown. I'm just gonna come in with this darker brown here, and I'm gonna mix it in. Let me just grab a little bit more. You can come in with the darker color and just kind of throw it down. And you see how it changes it to just brown. Just, you know, just experiment. But I'm gonna come in with some more of that red and hit up some of these shadows and these little crevices here. And this is just the I was gonna say brick red. This is just the light red I'm coming in with. No brown or anything, just the light red straight out of the pan. And you will see here just in a moment, I'm just hitting up the bottom of the broom for the shadow. All right, and just go ahead and it's okay if you go outside the lines. You can, if it bothers you, you can get a paper towel and just kind of dab it away. It doesn't bother me too much right now because I'm focused more so on getting the colors down and getting colors right and getting them to look the way I want them to look. So let's zoom out and see what we got here. So we have a nice red brown broomstick handle. Look at that nice color. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm trying to get it to, oh, that wasn't smart, huh? See, this is why I say we experiment, because things happen, and when things like this happen, I just grab some water on a paper towel and just kind of hopefully dab it away. And if it doesn't dab away, then it's fine. You always can use whiteout, or, you know, if it bothers you. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I know some people are probably cringing right now, like, oh my goodness. So you can do this way. You could just dab it away. You won't get all of it, of course, but you can, you know, dab most of it away, and then you can white out the rest or paint over it with white. That's the beauty of paint. So without touching it, like I was saying, you got that nice color. Look at this. Look at this color. And look at the back. Not a thing on it. So, you know, it's denting a bit because it's cardstock, but no bleed through. Because I know some of you are going to ask. And just look. My favorite, I think, is this pumpkin. So there you have it, you guys. So, you know, I always show you near the end. So look, so the colors that I used this orange here, as you can see, not a dent in it. I used some of this red here. There's that the purples I used, as you can see, still nice and bulky. The browns I used in the red, nothing. The gray, the Payne's gray and the black. Look at all this gorgeous paint you guys get. And the mixing areas are great too, because, you know, I can close this up, and these colors that's here, that's on this pan right now, I can use them again. Spray them with a little water and reactivate them, and they will work just fine. Still have nice pigment. Again, here's the outside. Nice blue, and I love this blue that they chose for the tin. It is a nice blue. It's very nice. And again, it's pretty is pretty sturdy compared to the size of my hand, you know. So I'm gonna show you guys the color swatches one more time, and the box as well. So here's the box. This is the box for the 48 colors, and my box is well loved. I dropped it a couple times, and yeah. Here's the back. It has the pan on the back with the colors. It has a little information. Made in China. So here is the swatch chart once more. And these colors, these are the colors that we used for her dress. And it just turned out so cool. And this is the one we used for the pumpkin. This one here and this one. And for the broomstick, we used burnt sienna, light red. And if you wanted to tone it down, we used some burnt umber. And for the cat, we used Payne's Gray, Ivory Black, and Lamp Black. But you can experiment so much with these here. Just play around with the colors, mix them around, and they give you a lot, so you got enough paint to experiment, try out, and mix colors and succeed and fail and succeed again, like we do as colorists. And before we go, I am going to have the link down in the description for both the watercolors and also the watercolor brushes that I used. These did not come with it, but I will have them linked down in the description as well. If you like what you see today, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you guys can know when I have more videos coming out. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.